today I'm going to explain regarding the history of intermittent fasting. So as we all know, intermittent fasting is for the treatment of obesity and investigated since the 1915 with a renewed interest in the medical community in the early 1960s after Bloom and his colleagues published an enthusiastic report. A type of periodic fasting known as the 5-2 diet was introduced by Michel Harvey and also Mark Madsen, and popularized in the UK and also Australia by Michael Muskie around 2012. It also became common in Australia.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Aimuni Aqilah binti Roslan, and I will continue about the definition of intermittent fasting diet. So intermittent fasting diet involves switching between fasting and eating on a regular schedule. There are many methods when it comes to intermittent fasting, but they all start with deciding on regular eating and fasting period of times. So for instance, you might try eating only during an 8-hour period each day and fast for the remainder, or you could decide to only eat one meal each day on 2 days per week.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Danial Iman bin Roslan, and I will continue this presentation with the concept of intermittent fasting diet. So basically, for intermittent fasting diet, the concept is actually eating for one day and then either fast or have one small meal for the next days to prevent ourselves from getting too much fat. Thus, this diet is helping us in burning our fat and keep ourselves within an ideal body mass. With that, many diseases that are related to obesity can be prevented and at the same time can assist us in keeping our bodies in good shape.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Abdul Hakim bin Mamahi, and I will talk about whether you should take low or high protein while practicing intermittent fasting diet. While you practicing intermittent fasting, you should also make sure you are ingesting enough protein. It plays a key role in the creation and maintenance of every cell in our bodies. Human bodies does not store protein. It is important for individuals to consume protein every day. Protein also considered as a macronutrient, meaning that you need relatively large amounts of it to stay healthy. Why our body needs protein? Here are 3 complete reasons why you should make sure you are getting enough protein every day. Firstly is to build. Protein is an important building block of bones, muscle, cartilage and skin. In fact, your hair and nails are comprised mostly of protein. Next one is to repair. Our body uses protein sources to build and repair tissue. And for the last one is oxygenate. Red blood cells contain a protein compound that carries oxygen throughout the body. This helps supply your entire body with the nutrient it needs.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Muizzuddin bin Zaid, and my topic is about a low or high carbohydrate. A low carb diet restricts the consumption of carbs, which are mostly found in grains, starchy vegetables and fruits. A low carbohydrate diet is based on the notion that cutting back on carbohydrates will help people lose weight and improve their health. A diet that places a strong emphasis on consuming foods high in carbs is known as a high carbohydrate diet. Whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes and starchy foods like potatoes, rice and pasta are generally included in this kind of diet. The rationale behind a high carbohydrate diet is that since they provide the majority of the body's daily caloric needs, carbohydrates should be consumed in large quantities. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainurissa Rayna binti Azahari, and I will be talking about the foods recommended to eat in intermittent fasting diet. Intermittent fasting is much more sensitive to your eating pattern rather than the actual food that you eat. Anyone attempting to lose weight should focus on nutrient-dense foods like below. The first one is avocados, fish and seafoods, cruciferous veggies like broccoli and cabbage, potatoes and also beans.
Some items such as those high in calories, added sugars, hard unhealthy saturated fat or salt should be avoided during intermittent fasting. These are some examples of sugary foods that you should minimize. Include the following. First, cookies. Second is candy. Third is cakes. Next is fruit drinks, coffee and tea with a lot of added sugar. And lastly, granola and cereals that are high in sugar yet low in fiber.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zharif bin Abdul Razak. I would like to present about how to practice the diet for intermittent diet. For adults, firstly, it's a simply following a healthy eating plan that includes lots of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Next, we need to limit our intake of sugar in our body. Furthermore, include plenty of fibrous food in your diet during the intermittent fasting diet.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Afiq, and I'll be talking about the don'ts when you are practicing the intermittent fasting diet. So the first one is don't push yourself too hard, where you need to listen to your body and also adjust your fasting schedule accordingly. The second one is to try limit snacking or choose any healthy or low calorie snacks if needed, because frequent snacking can reduce the effectiveness of the fasting period. And last but not least, don't overeat during your eating window, where you have to be mindful of your food choices. And that will be all for the don'ts when practicing the diet.
So I will be explaining about supporting scientific evidence whether it is proven effective or not effective. So for the first one is weight loss. Intermittent fasting aids weight loss by reducing calorie intake and creating a calorie deficit as proven by a 2019 review in the British Journal of Nutrition. The second one is insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control. Intermittent fasting improves insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, potentially reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes according to a research. A 2015 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that alternate day fasting increased insulin sensitivity in non-obese individuals.